Today I have my Cyber Mekk Deck, Cyber Dragon with a Mekk-Knight engine, helps with the rank 5 plays, and if you get Indigo and Purple Nightfall in the field, I have one rank 8 play just for that instance. Starting out 3 Cyber Dragons, because still the name of the deck. Cyber Dragon Core, your starter, searches your spells and your traps. Can special summon if you banish it from the grave while you control no monsters and your opponent has one or more. Triple Cyber Dragon Hers. If it's special summoned, he can become a level 5. This is one of the few builds that actually use that effect. The other one, when he goes to the grave, you can bounce Cyber Dragon from your grave or deck to your hand. So you can bounce Core from your grave to your hand or just grab a Cyber from your deck. Cyber Dragon Vire, chain blocking, a small power up, mostly a light machine named Cyber Dragon for link plays. Since rank 5s are a big focus, 3 Galaxy Soldiers, level 5 light machine, special summons and searches itself. Onto the Mekk-Knights, the most important one, triple Blue Sky. If there's 2 or more cards in a column, you can special summon it. Based on how many your opponent has, you can search out based on your opponent's cards. If they have 1, you can search out 1. If they have 2, you can search out 2. So it's a level 5 light monster. So he can't go into Nova, but it works for our other plays, and he can search out the others. Another searcher, Mekk-Knight Purple Nightfall. Again, 2 cards in the column. He can banish himself, and then you search out a different Mekk-Knight, so you can summon him, banish himself, and he'll come back next turn. He can banish a different Mekk-Knight also, but yeah, your next standby phase, he will resummon himself, and you can add a Mekk-Knight from your deck to your hand. So you would grab Blue Sky. Finally, Mekk-Knight Indigo Eclipse. Once per turn, he can move himself to a different main monster zone. So if you open him in one of the others, you can summon him, move him over, and then summon the other. Like I said, also with the rank 8 play. Since I'm focused on rank 5 plays with it, the hand trap monster I go with is Droll and Lock for the Durandal lock combo. Basically like Trickstar Reincarnation, but both players put their hands back in their deck and then they're locked out of a hand. Ideally, your hand will be on your board at that point. 3 Cyber Emergencies. Get to Core as soon as possible, otherwise get your next best play. Double Repair Plants. Not hard to get a Cyber in the grave to make it live. Mostly searching Galaxy Soldier. Double Rev System. More often than not, the card I want to revive from the grave is Cyber Dragon, so this works, and then it's protected from being destroyed by card effects. 1 Cyber Load Fusion. Using your banished materials from the field, to special summon Cyber Twin more often than not. Just to attack for game, finish them off. Quick play, use it after your other monsters attack. 1 Overload, because the Seeger Rampage is still our quickest OTK. Very good card. Very good OTK, very good everything. 1 Foolish helps with, well, you can get the Seeger Rampage board a little easier. Loads your grave up with a Cyber Dragon to feel overflow, feel overload. Just make a play, send Core, banish it to summon a monster, send Hers and bounce Cyber Dragon to your hand. 3 Machine Dupe. We have 5 searchers and 6 targets. I think you should play 3 because you want to see it now. And with that many searchers and targets, even if you open 2 Machine Dupe, you can resolve 2 in 1 turn. I've actually had opponents Veiler or Impermanence my Core. I Machine Dupe it, and then I summon 2 Cores because its name is Cyber Dragon Core. Target one of them ones with the next Machine Dupe, and now I got 5 monsters on board. So fun when it works out that way. Overflow, banishing Cyber Dragons from hand, field, or grave. They have to be named Cyber Dragon, so from the hand it can only be the original. If it's destroyed, you can search out a Cyber spell or trap. And then finally, hand traps. Double evenly matched, double impermanence. Impermanence is great going first or second. If you go first, you can set it and gain the column effect and destroy cards. Spell and traps activated in that column. And evenly matches. A lot of people call it an out, not a hand trap, despite playing it from your hand, because it doesn't really stop your opponent until after they attack you, and then you out their board because you banish everything down to one card. So that's the main deck. Extra deck, again, it's more XZ's focused. So, I mean, I play 2 Mega Fleet. I think that's standard in any build. You're going to be getting rid of problematic cards out of the extra monster zones. It's not a real machine-heavy meta, but with Cosmo coming back a little bit, with ABCs, with Orcust, and just other decks with machines, it's nice to have a fortress, but I main it in some. I don't main it in other builds. This one I don't because, again, XZ's focused. Cyberload target, Cyber Twin. Overload target, Rampage. On to the XZs. Double Nova helps with the OTKs. Summon Cyber Dragon from the grave. Only 1 Infinity. Not too often go into 2, but a lot of the time I can go into double rank 5 plays in one turn. So ending on Infinity with another rank 5. Durandal, Palladius, and I can't find my number 61 Volcasaurus. Detach a material once per turn, and you can destroy an opponent's monster. They take damage equal to its original attack. Durandal, like I said, with the Droll Lock, and Palladius bouncing a problematic card back to your opponent's hand, or if it's an extra deck monster, to the extra deck. So that's my rank 5 toolbox. The one rank 8, number 38 Hope Harbinger. Negate a spell, and then he adds it as material. Is really the main reason for playing it. So it's a fun rank 8. As a one of for rank 8, especially with Volcasaurus doing the burn damage, you could play I forget the number, but Lancelot can attack directly for 2,000 or something along those lines. Might be another choice if you just want to, burn damage and attack directly to wipe out your opponent. 1 Seeger, basically a power bond on the field. Since we're playing a lot of light monsters and not necessarily machines, I went with Hipposh over Clifford Genius, because again, a lot of them are just light monsters, not necessarily machines, and then you get 2 arrows and can make your play from there. And then just standard Griffin board shenanigans with Sorceress the Amazing Extender and Griffin our Floodgate. That's my 1.0 version of my Cyber Mekk deck.